to have a quick presentation by Sandip Mitra to talk about how you can access this online, and then I think Dr. Joanne Ma, who's the president of our Medical Staff Society, wants to say a few words before I wrap it up. So, Sandip, do you want to take it from there?
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds to get this set up. It took a narrow focus because we wanted to see how this would work, and we wanted to get feedback and see if this was something that people were interested in. So the pilot that we did involves the outpatient medicine clinic, and there's 6 physicians. The way we designed this was that we could then add on if people like the concept. So what you're going to see here is an abbreviated version of what our solution is going to look like. That only takes account the services of the outpatient gym clinic and the 6 physicians. But basically, it's the format that we're going to use for other departments, obstetrics being one of them. So this is early, and it's kind of a sneak peek for you guys. And in the next couple of months, we're going to be seeing other services coming on board. So the basic idea is we want to make it easy. So off of our website, we are going to have a couple of buttons. One of them is doctors. So you press on the doctor button, and you can do a doctor search, which I'm going to take you through. The other one is a referral button. So if you press the referral button, you then get into a form that you can fill out, and I'll show you more about that. And then lastly is the services, which is pretty self-explanatory, but it's laid out in a nice way that will allow you to understand at a high level what the services are. Again, the idea is that this is a public website, so patients can also be referred to this website, and they can also be looking at physicians and services. But not the referral form, of course, because that's what the primary care physicians do. So just a quick look at services. And this is a secure website, so there'll be pop-ups and occasionally just say that. So this takes us through the 14 kind of key areas that the hospital is involved in. And if you're interested in the term newborn services, the idea is that you'd be able to scroll further and then press the button and get directly into that particular area. And there's also a search button if you wanted to look at something specific. It also, at the moment, is linking to our hospital website, and we're in the process of updating that for a new look. And part of the things that we're doing here, you can see there are videos, and we're going to have doctors talk about their philosophies in specific areas of the services they provide. So the doctor. So one way, if you know the doctor, that's easy. You don't need to go through the doctor search. If you are looking for a specific physician, and if your patient, more specifically, is looking for a specific physician, for example, who speaks a certain language or is a gender has a preference, so female or male, these functions are going to be available. And right now, because there's only 6 physicians, there's only a couple of languages. But when I'm creating the database, there are probably 30, 40, 50 languages that our physicians speak. So being able to choose language, choose gender, and again, location is basically Scarborough, Ajax. It really gives people a lot of options. Another thing that we're actually going to introduce also is the abilities around the languages. So do they speak it excellent? Do they speak it well? Do they speak it fair? So it's going to be providing useful information. The doctor search by name is also an intelligent search, so if you start typing something in, it gives you the options that are available. You just click, and you will have the person show up in a summarized format here. So you get some basic information about specialty languages and their clinic. If you'd like to have more information, we have reasonably concisely indicated other information that we thought would be relevant. If they have an office location outside of the hospital, that's also possible to put in here. We have a handy Google search so that you can actually put your address in, and then it'll show you the map to get you to your to the hospital or the office, and also shows traffic too. So that's kind of neat. And then lastly, what will be very handy is this referral form. So at the moment, this referral form is probably useful for about 80–90% of the services that we provide. We will be adding additional referral forms. So for obstetrics, where there are some specific information that we need, there's going to be an obstetrics referral form. The idea here is that the administrative assistant at your office, instead of finding the paper copy of our fax form for the specific service and then faxing it through, will be able to have a favorite on their internet browser. They click the favorite, it'll come directly to the referral page, and they'll be able to fill in a few details, which are mandatory fields that we need to have. Now, one proviso is if you have a EHR system and are using it to the absolute fullest capability, where you're able to, at a press of a button, refer to the physician of your choice, this isn't the solution for you. This is for the probably, I've been told, 80–90% of the folks who are currently faxing right now. And so the nice thing about this solution is that it takes very little time to use, and we've actually piloted it with a couple of physicians outside of the hospital, and their admins have been very pleasantly surprised at how easy it is. So basically some details of the referring physician, name, office number, some details of the patient, first name, last name, health card, date of birth, primary contact number, and then you're also able to browse through your network and attach files which have patient-specific information, whether it be charts or digital imaging or other things. They're easy to attach here. And then once you're done, you will press the send form, and when you press the send form, you'll get immediate confirmation that your patient's information has been sent. So it'll say patient information sent. You'll be contacted within 24 to 48 hours, depending on the service, with your patient's appointment. So you also are able to print that. So if you wanted to have your admin confirm that, yes, I absolutely sent that, they're able to print it, and they'll have something on their side. And again, the interest that we've had has been great. A lot of obstetricians have been interested in this, which is why they're going to be in the forefront of the next phase. Are there any questions? Yes?
Is it possibility you might kind of say, now all the referrals, just like the sick kids do, all the referrals have to go through this way, and then we are using EMR in much easier form, right? Once you start accepting this, just like the sick kid does, you have to kind of go online and do only their referral form, and we don't have a copy of that in the chart. So we are able to kind of manually print it and put it in the EMR and scan it. That's a kind of long way of doing it. The physicians like us using EMR, we have their own kind of thing where from the patient itself we fax it.
Yes.
Will it be a possibility in the future that you might stop us from doing that and do only this?
And mandate this? Everything's a possibility, and I think it all depends on what people want. As we're starting this, we don't want to mandate that thou shall not use a fax, because there's a lot of people who feel very comfortable with fax. So we want to make it easier. If it's easier for you to use this, absolutely use it. If it's easier for you to use a fax machine, a lot of people still want to fax, so we don't want to say no. The idea is that we want to encourage you and make it easier for you. However, as time goes by, online things like this become more and more accepted and more popular. But we wouldn't. I don't think at this stage we're going to say you can't do any other way. You have to use this. We're going to say, whatever is easy for you. But I'll guarantee you, the two clinics that we tried this outside of the hospital, they from day one when we showed them how to do this, and we actually walked through a referral form, and a real referral form with an attachment with them, they stopped doing anything else. All they did continually, now they're using this online.
But those who are using EMR, the form will be automatically populated, right? So
Right.
easy to attach, and that'll be like 2 clicks.
So for them, we're saying this is harder than that.
Harder for them.
It's harder for them. However, with EMR, physicians have EMRs, but they have varying degrees of their usage of the EMR. So they may have certain physician files, they still may fax things, and this might be easier. And that's what we understand, that there's only a very small percentage of people who have got it all set up, that they have a specific specialist, they press a button and it goes. We're not trying to change that because that's more difficult to do this, right? It's the majority of folks that we understand in the community who don't have their systems that advanced, that we are allowing a very easy process. And when you actually go through the process, when your admin goes through the process, it takes seconds. A lot of the information is auto-populated around the referring physician information, intelligent fields, things like that. So it's actually really quick to do. But again, to your point, if it takes you one click to do it, then don't do this. Continue to do what you do.
Okay.